Every time you come home, you may be accidentally training your dog to lose control. And it starts in the first 30 seconds. You open the door, and your dog immediately runs toward you. It circles around your legs, its tail starts wagging rapidly, it jumps up beside you, desperate to get closer. And you probably do the same thing every time. You raise your voice and say, "Good boy." You bend down, pet him, rub his fur, and start playing with him. It feels like nothing more than a normal, happy reunion. But for a dog, this might actually be one of the most emotionally intense moments of the entire day. And without realizing it, your reaction may be teaching your dog that jumping, barking, and losing control are the best ways to get your attention. And you might wonder, wait, isn't a dog getting excited when its owner comes home supposed to be a good thing? The answer is, it depends. Because if every single time you come home, the moment is filled with loud voices, intense touching, and a huge amount of attention, your dog may slowly learn that this extreme level of excitement is the correct way to respond when you return. And if this pattern continues, some dogs may take it even further. They may start barking or whining intensely the moment you walk through the door. Or even before you arrive home, they might already be pacing near the entrance, whining and waiting in a state of anticipation. Of course, there is usually more than one reason behind these behaviors. A dog's personality, early life experiences, and how long it spends alone during the day can all play a role. And not every dog will react this way. But there is one question we cannot ignore. When your dog jumps on you every day, is it simply a normal greeting? Or is it an emotion that your dog is no longer able to control? And more importantly, what should you actually do during those first 30 seconds? Most people naturally think, the more excited my dog is, the more it loves me. But think about the last time your dog jumped on you. Was it breathing extremely fast? Was its body completely tense? Was its barking high-pitched and nonstop? Could it still respond when you called its name? If not, was your dog truly enjoying that moment?
Or was it actually being overwhelmed by its own emotions? When dogs enter a highly excited state, their bodies respond accordingly. Their heart rate changes, their hormone levels change. But these physical reactions do not automatically mean the dog is experiencing something negative. They simply show that the dog's body is processing a very intense stimulus. It is actually similar to what happens in humans when we become extremely excited, surprised, or frightened. And when these physical signals reach a very high level, a dog's ability to process information from the outside world can decrease. You call its name. It may hear your voice, but it cannot respond the way it normally does. You ask it to sit, but its body struggles to follow. This is not because the dog is being stubborn. It is because its nervous system is temporarily overwhelmed. Different dogs reach this state at different speeds. Some may calm down within seconds, while others need much longer. But the principle is the same. How intense an emotion feels and whether a dog can handle that emotion are two completely different things.
A dog can be happy and still be out of control. So how does this uncontrolled excitement become stronger day after day? Every time you respond to your dog's excitement with a louder voice, more enthusiastic touching, and immediate attention, your dog receives exactly what it wants. In animal behavior, when a behavior is immediately followed by a reward, that behavior becomes more likely to happen again. But there is something many owners overlook. If jumping, barking, or whining has successfully produced attention before, even only occasionally, your dog may keep trying that strategy. They may run faster toward you. They may jump more often. They may continue for longer and become more intense before finally giving up. This is especially likely when the owner sometimes ignores the behavior but eventually responds. And this can make it take longer and longer for them to calm down. So you might ask, should I just ignore my dog completely until it settles down? Some trainers recommend that owners walk inside, avoid eye contact, avoid talking, and act as if the dog is not there. The purpose is simple. Do not add more energy to a dog that is already highly excited. But some owners disagree. They believe, my dog has been waiting all day. When I come home, I should get down, talk to it, and let it know I missed it too. Both approaches are trying to solve the same problem. How can a dog enjoy reconnecting with its owner while also learning how to return to a calm state? So the goal is not to completely ignore your dog. The goal is to change how your dog earns attention. You want your dog to slowly learn, calm behavior can also bring me connection with my owner. Here is what those first 30 seconds can look like. When you open the door, enter calmly. Do not immediately use a high-pitched voice, bend down, or turn your arrival into a major event. If your dog immediately jumps when it sees you, turn your body slightly away. Avoid eye contact. Avoid physical interaction. Maybe only for a few seconds. Do not push the dog down, raise your voice, or repeatedly say, off. Simply become boring for a moment. Then your dog's paws return to the floor. Wait for one small sign that the intensity is dropping. 4 paws staying on the floor, a softer body, slower breathing, or a brief pause in the barking. That is the moment you want to respond. Use a calm voice, say hello, gently pet its chest or the side of its body. Keep the greeting brief and low energy instead of immediately restarting the excitement. With enough repetition, your dog begins creating a new association. When I stay calm, I can still get close to my owner. If the dog jumps again, turn away again. The pattern should remain clear. Jumping makes your attention disappear, while calmer behavior brings it back. However, many owners experience a frustrating stage when changing this habit. During the first few days, the behavior may actually become stronger. Before, your dog jumped and you responded. Now suddenly, that strategy no longer works. So your dog may try jumping higher, barking louder, trying even harder to get your attention. This does not necessarily mean the method is failing. Many behaviors temporarily become stronger before they disappear. Your dog is simply testing. Does my old method really not work anymore? This is also why everyone in the household needs to respond consistently. If one person turns away from jumping, but another person rewards it with attention, the dog will continue trying because the behavior still sometimes works. But there is also something important to understand. Not every excited greeting after you come home is just normal excitement. If a dog destroys furniture when left alone, hurts itself, howls for long periods, or shows extreme fear and cannot recover, this may involve more serious separation-related problems. In these cases, simply changing your arrival routine may not be enough. Professional training or veterinary behavior support may be needed. But for most families, changing those first 30 seconds after coming home can be the first step toward changing a dog's emotional patterns. At first, your dog may still rush toward the door. After several days of consistency, it may begin returning its paws to the floor more quickly. Over time, the door opening itself may become less emotionally intense because it no longer predicts an explosion of attention. Because many times, what shapes a dog's behavior is not one training session, not one command. It is the small moments that happen every single day, the moments we rarely notice. The way you open the door, the way you respond, the habits you build together. All of these slowly shape how your dog understands the world. Dogs cannot use words to tell you what they have learned, but through every reaction they show in the future, they reveal what your past responses have taught them. So next time you come home, try slowing things down. Walk in calmly. Turn away from jumping. Wait for 4 paws on the floor and a softer body. Then, offer quiet attention. You will realize something important.
You are not giving your dog less love. You are simply helping your dog learn a healthier, more stable way to enjoy the moment when you come back home. Because the best greeting is not the loudest one. It is the one your dog can actually handle.